Okay, hi everybody, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, for the foreseeable future, I will just be doing general card readings for the channel. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, leave comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to further support the channel, please consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does help the growth and development of the channel. Okay, so now let's get into your reading. Okay, hi Aries, what is up? This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so I am making some channel updates and changes. Right now you're going to be exposed to more of the preliminary, like the in-between transition, because I was able to order a new deck to replace this deck, because this deck is getting harder to shuffle because of the fringes and everything. So the new deck, oh my gosh, I cannot wait till you see the new deck. It just looks amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I want to further elevate my decks with a bit more like an artistic sophistication. At least that's part of my style, along with a sense of whimsy. Hence the Seer's deck. I like that type of artwork as well. It gives a little, like a nice contrast, but not too like crazy over the top in my head. There's some other decks I'd love to get, but slow and steady. So thank you to those of you who have assisted in the channel by being Patreon members, because those funds definitely went to the investment of actually ordering those two decks. I'm not going to spoil the surprise what they are, but I'm very excited about it because one of the other decks is a type of deck that has been used by other people, other readers, and I've always wanted to get that deck, so finally able to get it. And there's also some other things, well, another thing I want to get for the channel to assist with the video, with the recording. So I have to see how things go. But and those of you, of course, who are also on my YouTube, I'm very grateful for your support as well, because if you weren't subscribed and everything, it's like you being there and being subscribed is like gives me encouragement to know that, okay, people are getting something from the reading, otherwise they wouldn't be subscribed. So thank you for being that emotional support as well. So I have to try to keep this under 30 minutes. I'm still working with the limited technologies, so please bear with me. I'm thinking about making my Seer's deck the primary deck moving forward as soon as the other cards come in. But I have to see how the vibe goes. But definitely this deck, I wish I forgot the name. The Gilded Tarot deck, this has to be retired just because I've used it so like for a few years now, and it needs to be replaced. And I am going to be doing 4 angel messages over this. Okay, after the extended read, I'll be doing 4 angel messages. So that's how I'm like changing up the format. But like I said, once the other decks come in and I change up the format entirely, then yeah, just something new. I'm really trying to see what I can do to make the channel, you know, become more. So thank you for being here, Aries. And this general card reading is for the time frame of July the 1st to July the 25th of 2025. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so Aries, wow, Queen of Swords. Interestingly enough, I see this might not be for all of you, but I do see for some of you, there's someone who is irritating, who is kind of getting on your nerves, and you have to exercise a level of sophisticated patience. For some of you, that could be a particular friend. It could be a family member, like a child you need to babysit or something, or it could be some teenagers that are just, you know, not thinking before they act, you know, but whatever it is, it could be like a sibling who like, keep nudging you to help them with something or come with them somewhere or something, or they're talking a lot of stuff that you're not necessarily interested in, but you're listening to it anyway. Whatever the case is for you, there is someone that you are going to have to exercise a certain level of sophisticated patience with. I'm just letting you know. But overarchingly, you are like laser focused on a task or a desire or a like a format of doing things, and you're adjusting certain things accordingly. Certain people may be involved in this. Could be entities, it could be in work, it could be in your business, it could be in family members and stuff like that. But there is a set way that things need to go, and you see the set way that things need to go, and some of you will have to really render that across to loved ones or some business associates, or everything in between, whoever you're trying to explain these things to. You have a very keen understanding of what is before you, and you can see the practical aspects of what needs to be considered in order for this agenda to be successful, or to be worthwhile, or to build on something. You're coming there with a level head. You're probably one of very few level heads where I sense there could be a few people who are impassioned, and they're not necessarily speaking from a practical, like efficient mindset, but more speaking from their feelings on something, and it's not allowing them to entirely see something as clear as they could. That could be some of the irritants, like some of you, like I said, where you have to be very diplomatic in your approach, but you are going to be clear with your opinion, the directions that need to be taken, and if there isn't some type of reasonable compromise that you are comfortable with, chances are you will leave the situation, or you will leave the situation for a time until people can come back and think more clearly on an issue. Because I sense for the majority of you, you are a pivotal component towards whatever direction, movement forward, enterprise, project, whatever this is. Okay? And it's not like you don't necessarily want to be a part of this or do this, but you're not going to move forward in something that just makes no sense. Okay? Some of you, you might come to the point to say, you know what, I'm just going to do this myself. That's definitely for some of you, but for the majority of you, it's trying to work certain things out here with a particular agenda. Further clarification. Yeah, see, my goodness. The Six of Swords. Okay, so this is you, some of you, like I said, who is just gonna, you know what? Fine, y'all don't want to talk some sense and move in a direction that makes sense. I'm just going to count my losses or count my winnings and leave. Take my resources, take my intelligence, my wisdom, my capabilities, what I'm hearing is some of you is your name. You probably have a prominent name in certain respects. And you're just gonna leave the situation, and you're gonna go to calmer waters. You're gonna do it yourself. That's for some of you, but for the majority of you is what I'm sensing. You're trying to get this Six of Swords. You're trying, if you're going to move forward with a grouping or agenda or whatever have you, if you're going to move with them, or a certain connection is going to move forward in a project or something, it has to be going towards calmer waters. You're not going to go in anything that's chaotic. Okay, the Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters. Okay, to less stressful environments, to environments that are cultivating, that are reassuring, that are uplifting, that are productive, that are efficient. You understand? And if things aren't going that way, well, you'll either go and by yourself, or some of you, like I said, are going to just, take a break and, come back and see if everybody wants to like talk sense now. Okay, for the clarification. Yeah, see, King of Cups. See, that's what I was telling you, Aries. See, the king, like, if the Queen of Swords is primarily that logic energy, then you have this King of Cups who is very impassioned. Okay, now it's a mature a passion. It's not without its wisdom and empathy and levels of tact. I'm not saying that. Okay, that's not what's coming through with the King of Cups, but they're allowing their decision in a certain respect to be grounded in their emotions. And you're not entirely comfortable with someone making a decision grounded in a certain aspect of belief that does not have a certain aspect of evidence to support that belief. If there was a certain aspect of evidence, a certain amount, to support the probability of this belief, then you might acquiesce or find a balance, a ground. Okay? But that has to come through for you to fully be on board. This could be in a relationship with your spouse. This could be with a business partner. This could be with a family member. This could be with a company or a collaboration, whatever the situation is. Okay? That's what's happening here. Okay? The King of Cups, he's going to come to a level of calmness, okay? And you're going to see that you're not like entirely cold-hearted in this particular understanding, but you know that you have to keep a level head. But you will feel the energy of the heartstrings of this aspect of the passion. It's not like you don't have the passion too. It's just that, like I said, you have to keep more of a level head. But there does look like a possible compromise, but it's not without its debates. I'll say it like that. Okay? But you have royalty in it. So this is a like a grand understanding that's coming through. Like it's a very important change in life, transition, growth in business or relationship or something like that. Okay? And you're just going to be trying to navigate and negotiate for the time frame of this reading. That I really do sense that in the time frame of this reading. Okay, some of you, it may go a spill over a little bit into August, but it's the majority of that is happening in the time frame of this reading. Okay, but there's not going to be any violence or anything towards it, just strong feelings on either side. It's going to take a little bit of work for that side to come closer to you and you come closer to them and find that middle ground. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, see, the nine of wands. I'm not going to repeat this. The 9 of wands is literally the same thing I literally just finished saying. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of work, a little bit of tact, a little bit of time, a little bit of effort on both sides and on everybody who's involved to come to a place. It'll get you closer to the goal post, okay? But it will take a little bit of work and effort on everyone's side to try to get this done. Further clarification, yeah, see, Ace of Swords. Aries, be comforted that you, in the end, you will get the Ace of Swords, okay? With the Swords energy. The Ace of Swords is the victory of the war, okay? The Ace of Swords is actually also very clear. You've cut through any confusion, and there's a clear course. Okay, it is very wise. It is very methodical. It has the actual strategy of success. Okay, and it's a victory card. You're going you've won the war in whatever you've decided upon when you go through the negotiations, all the kind of stuff. And nuances on certain things. You're going to come to a place where everybody's going to be happy with the decision to move forward in this victory. Okay, so rest assured of that. Universe said take this card. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. And one major factor of this understanding is the Four of Pentacles, whereby there are some contingencies you wanted in place, and that will be placed in place. Whether it's insurance, whether it's aspects of savings, if certain aspects of finances are going into one thing, a certain percentage has to go into a savings for emergency or something like that, okay? Or for some of you, this is a prudence on having the proper facilities to manage resources, okay? That could be with a proper accountant, CFO, or something like that. Someone who is trustworthy with the finances. This is establishing the stable and secure ground. Certain people who are professional in something and not some, off the mat, hoping that it will work. No, you're getting the actual professional involved in a particular situation, okay, to give you peace of mind, okay, to know that nothing is wasted. You're going to have a proper, right here with the Four of Pentacles, it's like the proper calendar system, so that time isn't wasted on anybody's like this is part of that major groundwork. Like, you wanted order to the passion, okay, because of the physicalities and rewards of this union, or this partnership, or this business, or this growth in enterprise, or collaboration, or relationship, whatever the situation is. You needed a solid kind of safety net, okay, in whatever aspect that is, and that is one of the major negotiation parts that will come through, and the other side will see it as reasonable too. I heard just now, for some of you, I have no problem with it, but I heard for some of you, this is a prenup. Aries, okay. Like, someone's loving someone is like, yeah, I'll marry you, but I need a prenup. So otherwise I'm just gone, is like, okay, let's talk about this. Okay, we're gonna do the prenup, something like that. That's definitely for some of you. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, see, Page of Wands. Now you're moving forward into this new endeavor, this new subject, this new business, or you're being offered into this new family or relationship, or it's now moving forward into this new terrain that's finally been established. Now you can move forward in it. You know what I mean? This is a new beginning of effort, of action, okay? Further clarification, yes, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, yes, the Page of Swords. I mean, my goodness, look, see, it's moving into this new understanding, okay? So now you are more so, in a certain respects, both of these. You're exhibiting both of these. So now you can move in the passion of it, because you have some passion for it. The Page of Swords is a new ground, like you're involved. There's a level of excitement. Let's work on maturing this. Let's continue to grow this. Whatever this is, could be relationship, could be business, could be whatever. Okay, and it's like the other side of you is also Page of Swords, methodical, tactful. You're willing to learn and grow and understand where the other person and the other collaborators and all the kind of stuff are coming from, so that you can move harmoniously and let them understand you as well as you understand them. You're listening. You come with a level of experience and a level of qualifications, and you're going to put that forth in a very cooperative way. You know what I mean? That's what's happening here. That's like the both sides of you involved in this. But at the same time, this is also the two entities, you being, again, that Page of Swords, making sure that things are moving in the right direction, and that passion energy of the of the King of Cups and all those people who are involved. Like, they're excited now, finally get to move forward with the Page of Wands and be involved with you in the whole aspect of things that's happening here. Further clarification, yeah, see, Ace of Pentacles. And it's because of all of this, you will have further success. It is that stability, that security, and that's warranted, that's building this, okay? Not that you're able to really move forward in this new thing, and it will be successful. There's a lot of amazing growth and abundance to develop and obtain. And this is also the universe endowing, investing further into this collaboration or into this action, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is also in part also sometimes, and especially in this case, of what you put in, okay, that you get out, okay? And you're moving in a very, very successful way. It's not without its headaches, but you will rise above that, you will overcome. Look, see, the Four of Wands, this is awesome. And again, this is definitely, for some of you, this is like a marriage and all that kind of stuff, like I said. But the Four of Wands, moving in together, starting a family together, talking about starting a family for some of you together, going in a deeper relationship together. This is finally establishing that business together, that enterprise, the collaboration that's going to grow and be like a union type, understand, very strong and supportive. It's an investment or whatever. It's moving and building upon a positive direction, a positive foundation, flourishing, okay, and enjoying life. Further clarification, yeah, Seven of Swords, you're very glad, this is coming through as saying, you're very glad you left certain other things behind, you're very glad that they can leave certain things behind, that you can all move forward amicably towards something better. Okay, you're very excited that you're glad that you did this. And some of you, you kept this in secret, is what I'm hearing, whereby you're going through all this, it's could have even been a side thing, okay, that has come into the fruition to be your main thing. And since it's established as the main thing, you're leaving the previous main thing behind, giving your letter of resignation, or you're not being a part of something anymore, because now you're transitioning to make this your main thing, okay? Wherever that fits in for you. Further clarification, thank you, universe. Yeah, see, Page of Wands again. Very excited, very committed, very, like you want to go on this journey, this next level of life, and that is what's coming towards you, okay? A lot of passion on everybody's side, very excited about it. A lot of good adventure to have. It's a lot of building towards success. Okay, so let us continue, Aries. This is awesome. This is an awesome reading. A lot of growth, a lot of development, a lot of life learning. Okay, let's see what, and you know how the extended goes. It's over the two pillars is good for further clarification. Oh, and before I continue, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please hit the bell icon, and also please leave a comment. I would love to know if the readings are actually helping you. And also, I have a Patreon page. I have a $3 tier there and a $9.99 tier there. Even if you consider becoming a $3 tier member, it really does help the growth and development of the channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get into it. And we have, yep, the full card, of course, especially here, okay? After all that was said and done and everything, you're saying, like, once you get to a certain understanding, you'll be ready, they'll be ready, just dive on in. You may not know how the rest of things are going to go, which that is a growing experience as we saw, okay? But you just needed to get that like initial iota understood, okay? Once that understood, the universe said, dive on in, and we got you. We're going to handle the rest. You're going to grow. You're going to mature. You're going to flourish. You're going to have more challenges, but you're going to overcome it. It's going to be a wonderful, exciting journey. For the clarification, yeah, Seven of Wands. I literally just finished saying that. Okay, because you have to come to that understanding first that we initially spoke about over here. Seven of Wands, whereby this could be, again, the relationship, family, it could be business, it could be whatever, but you're going to have people negotiating with you, talking with you, giving them their point of view. You'll have a couple people on your side, seeing how things are going with you. You're going to hear all those sides, but you're going to be true to yourself. Okay, you're going to be fair about it. You're going to take it all in stride. You're going to say, this is the direction I'd like to go. We have to get to a place where we can like agree in some way to get to this place, and then we can go. You understand? And then you get to the Fool, okay? Further clarification, thank you, universe. Yeah, see, Six of Swords again, Aries. Six of Swords, Six of Swords. I'm not going to repeat what I said about that just to save on time and my limited technologies, but like I told you, leaving turbulent waters behind, moving towards calmer waters, okay? You're not budging from that. Like, that's what it is. That's an overarching better for everyone involved. Okay, someone has to have a level head here before we proceed. You understand? This is absolutely incredible. Let's see what else is happening. And we have, yep, Six of Wands, of course, right here. Okay, right on this part here. This is moving from success as you succeeded, okay, getting in the limelight, basking in the array of everything, getting the congratulations, great job, way to go. And again, this could have been a marriage right here, like people came to the marriage, everybody said their I do's, you know what I mean? And over here would be more of the honeymoon vibe, but or it could be in the business relationship finally, and you can move forward, you know what I mean? It is achieving success and then moving on to further success. Okay, this is congratulations, you took this great step. It is worthwhile, it's achievable, you're getting your accolades. Okay, it's your time in the limelight. It's or everyone else who's involved. Further clarification, yeah, the hangman, you decide to do things differently, a totally another way. And again, that kind of speaks towards some of you doing something in a, you know, I wouldn't even say under the radar per se, but it's in your personal life versus certain aspects of your main life and certain other ways of where you will transition out and make this path your main path, you know. But you decide to do things differently, and it is showing fruit, it is showing merit. It is not without your efforts to think outside the box and allow the understanding to understand where you're coming from and to see the vision that everyone should possibly consider and understand that it's probably the best interest for everyone involved. You can't move in a certain aspect of tradition or a certain aspect of a direction that caused a lot of turbulence and expect something different. That's something that you were not going to deal with, okay? And it's made all the difference, okay? Further clarification, yeah, see, Ace of Pentacles, again, right here, over here, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I'm not going to repeat that. This is something to be nurtured, cherished. This is something that's really going to start your life onto the next cycle of things and abundantly. Okay, this is a great investment into your life, into your future, whether it be in relationship, business. It could be all of the above. You know, you could be married and have a business and be involved in all the collaboration, all that kind of stuff. Okay, but this is absolutely, you're on a great track. Be very, very encouraged. Okay, let's see what the ladder cards have to say. And we have, yeah, the Two of Wands right around, right here, right through here. Okay, the whole aspect of things are going away, and now you're moving towards building that new future. Some of you will be traveling more. Some of you will be planning more escapades of expansion. That could be in business, that could be in relationship, whatever have you. The globe is there, the travel arrangement is there. It's going to be a very exciting time. Further clarification, yeah, Page of Cups. This is a new love. This is like a new love. Okay, Page of Cups. Sometimes you didn't think you'd get to this place, but here you are. You know, there's a lot of loving energy in this for yourself, as well as the enterprise or the relationship that you're involved in. There's a lot of support. Okay, this is you're feeling so free in a very abundant way. You're very excited about moving forward into this new love affair, whether that's in business or relationship or all of the above. Okay, this is amazing. Further clarification, yeah, the Chariot card. Let's go. Let's build this future. Let's move forward. Everything is already together. We have the foundations. We have the stability. We have all the investments. You have all the moving in the house together. You're starting the business. Whatever the situation, you're ready to go. Everything is. Once this ground is stable, you have no problem going fast. Let's keep living. Let's excite. You know what I mean? The Chariot is that straight, like there's nothing holding you back. There's no detours. You know the victory, you know the destination, and you're moving fast towards it, fast towards the success, fast towards building this new life up. This is absolutely exciting and incredible. It's going to take you very far. Okay, so let's get to your angel messages. Let's see what's happening here. First angel message is remain positive. Wow, definitely around here, right? Remain positive. And we have listen to your intuition. Again, that's also around here with all the negotiations and the talks and everything. Excellent, 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 excellent. I love it. And we have success, of course, right around here. I mean, my goodness. That's awesome. Success. Okay? And we have look for a sign. Excellent. Some of you is looking for a sign when to transition from your old, like some of you, when it comes to a job or a partner or another investor used to, once you turn this into your main understanding, the proper time to bow out of the other part, you know? So that's uniquely for some of you, but look for a sign exactly how to make that transition very easily for you, okay? This is absolutely incredible. Okay, so Aries, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you the best. Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.